Well, ladies and gentlemen, buyers, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to what is sure to be another very special Harcourts Rata & Co auctioneer at number 7 Mason Street in Reservoir. My name is Robert Ozzimo. I proudly represent the company of Harcourts Rata & Co, and I'm joined here by award-winning colleagues in blue should require their advice. Please feel free to approach either George or Christina, Leon, and Julian, Vocale, who no doubt you've had the great pleasure of becoming acquainted with throughout the marketing campaign. I know there's a couple more among us in the crowd here today who I might have missed, like Amelia Faber to my left. So buyers, let me share with you the following announcements which are in place to help you bid and buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for a 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here today, with the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 30 to 120 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything is in there, everything is quite clear. So buyers, as with my highest recommendation, what we offer for your consideration and competition here today. Quite a rare offering indeed. Here in the Oak Hill Estate in Mason Street, arguably one of the best streets in Reservoir, arguably perhaps even the best street in Reservoir. What a location to buy in, where we've got access to absolutely everything that you need for a premium lifestyle and of course for immediate capital growth. Easy access to parkland, two parks on Mason Street, easy access to shopping, not far away at all from the High Street shopping strip, Preston Market, Broadway, Edward Street. The list goes on and on and on. It is a very tightly held street, and for very good reason, because once you get into Mason Street, you make your memories and you grow your family here. So these opportunities are few and far between. Add to that a home, a Californian bungalow period home with all the period features intact. Up to you whether you want to update the home or perhaps build your new family dream home here. And you can't ignore that we have approximately 775 square metres of prime residential property here in Mason Street in the heart of Oak Hill. When, I ask, is the next opportunity going to come across like this? The opportunity is here, the opportunity is now. If you'd like to take advantage of it and get that sold sticker up on the board right now, buyers, is that time. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for number 7 Mason? Who'd like to start us off, buyers? I don't mind the call. I'm in your hands. Start me where you like. If we need a little bit of extra incentive, how about the city views from the kitchen window or the dining room window, just to add to the appeal? I'm taking a bid, yeah. At 850, I was just trying to upsell George. At 850,000, we're off and racing. Welcome, best of luck here today. At 850,000, perhaps round me off to 9 at 850 got. At 850,000, $1 million, even better. At $1 million, even money now. At $1 million. At $1 million, don't let it scare you off, so it's just a big bid. You can make one too, I'm sure of it. At $1 million in the bids there, against your bid. At $1 million, even money now. At $1 million, the bids there, fairly bid offered at 1 now for the first call. At $1 million, are we done? At $1 million for the second call at 1. Are we done? Finished. At $1 million, bids there, opportunity here for the third and final call at $1 million. Are we all done? Are we all finished? All silent and out at $1 million. Surely not at $1 million. This bargain basement buying here at $1 million. Everybody's hands should be way up in the air. At $1 million, I'd expect the Mexican wave at 1 now. At $1 million bid there. Against your bid, sir, at $1 million now.
20.
$1 million, can I say 25, sir? $1,025,000, $1,025,000, and the same courtesy at 25 if you like, and 50 now the quick retort at $1,050,000 at 1050 and the bids there. Back against you, one bid not enough here today at $1,050,000 at $1,050,000. Can I say 75 now at $1,050,000 at 75 got at $1,075,000, got to be 1.1 in the rise at $1,075,000, 1.1 with a nod of the head at 1.1 now at 1.1 bids behind at 1,125 at 1,125 now $1,125,000 at 1,125 at 1.2. At 1.2 and a great bid at $1,200,000. At $1,200,000, another big bid behind at $1,200,000 bid there. Opportunity here. Haven't got about you, sir, at 1.2. At $1,200,000 for the first call at $1,200,000. Are we done? At 1.2 for the second call at $1,200,000. Done. Finished. For the third and final call, $1,200,000 the bid. All done. All finished. All silent out at $1,200,000. So you're absolutely sure at 1.2. I might circle back to you. We're done over here at $1,200,000. At $1,200,000, can I just confirm that bid at 1.2? If you bear with me one moment, I will seek some instructions. I'll be back momentarily. Thank you. So I'll just confirm one more time, $1,200,000. Quick conversation with the vendors. A quick conversation is a good conversation on auction day. We're on the market, we're selling. If there's no further bidding here today, you will be the lucky buyer at $1,200,000. Make absolutely no mistake about it. At $1,205,000 for $1,205 now. At $1,205, can I just make up the bid, sir? Can I say $1,250? 20. At 20, $1,220 or $1,225? At $1,220 now, at $1,225,000 now, at $1,225,000, the quick retort again, at 25 can say $1,250,000 now, at $1,250,000, at $1,250,000 bid back there now, $1,250,000, I'll still take the 5 if you got it, at $1,250,000, at $1,250,000 now, at $1,250,000 now, at $1,250,000, we are on the market, we sell here today at 55 now, at $255 on the mill, at $255 on the mill. At 60 got, at 260 now, at $1,260,000 on the market and selling. We play for keeps here today. Make absolutely no mistake about it. At 65. At 65 and 70. At 70 now, 1,270. At $1,270,000. At $1,270,000 bid there, keys are there on the market and selling. No second chances here today. My instructions have been sought. They are to sell $1,270,000 the bid. We're on the market. We're selling. First call at 1,270, done. Second call, $1,270,000 and 75 now. At 1,270, how about we say 1.3, sir? At 80, at 1,280 now. At $1,280,000. At $1,280,000. Can I entice you in for 1.3, sir? $1,280,000 now. At $1,280,000. Fairly been offered. Bid there. Are we done over here? We're definitely done there, sir. Thank you. Sir, my original bidder, we're done here. $1,280,000 bids there. Keys are there. We're on the market. We sell. In the absence of any further bidding, we'll sell at that. $1,280,000 the bid. First call at 12.80. Done. Second call. $1,280,000, all done and finished. Third, final call at 280 on the mill. All done, finished, silent out at 1,280,000. Absolutely done here, Joe.
1 more minute.
1 more minute. You're going to give me some fillers, mate. At 1,280,000. I'll circle back. At 1,280,000. At 1,280,000. Bids here. Keys are here. We do sell here today. Rare opportunity indeed here on Mason Street in the heart of Oak Hill. You can see the kids playing up the road at 1,280,000. Bids there. Need to know. Once at 1,280,000. Done. Second call at 1,280,000. Done and finished. Third. Final call at 280,000 on the mill. Thank you very much for your bidding here at 1,280,000. First, second, third, final call, all done, all finished, silent out at 1,280,000. Definitely done. We're selling, selling, selling. Sold. Congratulations, well bid here today. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts Rata & Co auction. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.